Hey, good morning from the office. I am your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show 2 days in a row. I was just telling Josh, 2 days in a row, I forgot my glasses. They're laying right there on the table. All right, 60 degrees. I can see that. Ellijay, Georgia here. Starting out a little cool this morning, but I like it. Feels good outside. Josh, let's let everybody know how they can contact us. There is our phone number, 706-889-9700. Now, you can text the show during the show. Let us know what you think. If you want to comment, or if you ever want to be on the show, you can send us a text message. Get in touch with you, see if we can't get you on. There's the email address and all the social media ways you could follow the show. So, all right, Josh. Now, this morning at 8:30, let me tell you what we're doing at 8:30. So this way you can call your friends. And you can, if you don't have any friends, you can just put it on Facebook. I know you got 3,000 Facebook friends. So, yeah, okay, really. But anyhow, at 8:30, we're going to talk with Bill Johnson. Bill Johnson, FYN reporter. I'm pretty sure I didn't look it up this morning. He may be close to 4 years now, over 3, I think. FYN reporter, handles news in the Dawson County, Lumpkin County, and White County area for FYN. Wrote a story that the sheriff of Dawson County, the big dog, Jeff Johnson, is not exactly happy with. Now, I have reached out this morning to request. I have no response from Sheriff Johnson in Dawson County and have offered him to be on our show today. He has attacked us. He has gone on social media. He has attacked me, our organization, Bill Johnson, all the above. We have offered him to come on and give his side of the story. And as usual, the sheriff has not responded to our request. So that being said, at 8:30, we're going to talk to Bill. We're going to play, and I want to tell you this right now. We're going to play the dispatch call between the sergeant at Dawson County Sheriff's Office and the dispatcher. We're going to play the audio. Now, we wrote the transcript, and I'm going to say this over when we get into it. We wrote the transcript in the story. Bill did. He put a transcript, and he did not use the expletives the deputy used with the dispatcher. We are going to play it in its entirety. So we want you to know, it's our first warning this morning. When we get to that, we warn you there's some bad words in it, okay? So we're going to do that. And then the writer, Bill Johnson, is going to be with us. Kindly give us a little background of his history. He's the reporter in Dawson, his history with the sheriff's office, and how he's gotten to this point with Sheriff Jeff Johnson. So that being said, let's move along. That's at 8:30. 8:30. There you go. Now, you know, I think I want to start a segment. Write this down, Josh. You got it? Write this down. Damn it. I want it written down. I want to start a segment calling Riding the Old Slippy Slide Straight into Hell. Yeah. Riding the old slippy slide straight into hell as fast as you can get there. Now, why does it have to be a slippy slide? Because if you just take the regular slide, you know, you get stuck halfway down. Remember as a kid, you didn't work. I want to wet that sucker down and have this. Now, here are the two. Here are the two people in America riding a slippy slide as fast as they can straight into hell. That would be number 30. Can we get that? Riding it straight in. As fast as they could get there. I mean, I am telling you. I know. Wasn't that a little judgmental? No, it's just the way I feel. These two people are evil in America. Evil. Sorry. So there is our brief segment on riding the slippy slide straight into hell. Now, they attempted. Now, let me ask you this. Yesterday, Jerry Nadler, the bullfrog, Bullfrog Nadler. Wait a minute, let me get this over with. Get those two off the screen. I understand you wait for your cue. Do you have number 27? Okay. So, Big Papi is home safe and sound. Okay? I want to give the closest thing I could ever give or say nice about a Red Sox player. But no, all seriousness, we're happy he's okay. We never say a negative word when somebody's injured. You know how I feel about the Red Sox. Red Sox used to have the curse of the great Bambino, right? The curse. They broke the curse. They sent the curse down to New York. Now the Yankees are sitting on the curse of Alex Rodriguez and Johnny Damon. I always said once Johnny Damon got there, it was over. But anyhow, moving right along. We're glad he's okay. He was shot point blank, what they call an in and out wound. I did not read the details, in and out. So the doctors did not have to search or get a bullet out of Big Papi there. So he is back in Boston receiving care, and we're happy he's doing okay. Josh, please move that out of the way. That's as close as I could ever get to Red Sox saying anything positive about Red Sox, but that jokingly. Now, yesterday, Bullfrog Nadler had what he called lessons from the Mueller report. Your tax money paid yesterday afternoon for what Nadler called lessons from the Mueller report. And not only did a helicopter, this may be really in bad taste because the guy died. It may be. Now, I won't say that. But a helicopter crashed yesterday in New York City, and pilot died, and they're getting into the details. But the other thing that crashed and burned yesterday afternoon, there you go, could not hold back, that's me, was the lessons from the Mueller report from CNN and MSNBC. That's right. Crash and burn Nadler yesterday. Nobody watched. Nobody cares. Nobody's interested. They are in a mess. The Democrats are in a total mess. They don't know what to do. Nothing is landing for them. I mean, yesterday afternoon, you, the American people, paid not only your tax money for this year. Let's go to number 26. Now, Joyce White Vance, okay? She gave her views as a former U.S. attorney. New intensified congressional focus on Russia probe. New intensified. Why? We're ratcheting it up. We're going to go straight to the lying sources. That would be MSNBC that's lied to you for over 2 years about every single thing. Now, this is a former U.S. attorney. She lives in Alabama, okay? She lives in Alabama. Ladies, please don't turn me off, okay? Don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me, all right? But I watch MSNBC every morning, so I can watch the Slippy Slide, Straight into Hell, all of them, okay? Eugene Robinson, all of them. And I don't care. You can get mad, say it's judgmental. They are evil. Listen, I'm sorry. We're going to do all the things Mom said I couldn't do. CNN, stupid. Okay? Now you're going to say, well, they're evil. No. When you go, yes, they are. But when you go to interview at CNN, they have a stupid department. And you go in there and you take a stupid test. And if you are totally stupid, I'm sorry, I know, I said that. Moms are slapping me all over America because when we were kids, if we called anybody stupid, my mom, there, right there, get a smack. So sorry. But that's CNN, okay? Yeah, they're evil and all the above, but they're stupid, all right? All right, they're more interested in protecting their LGBT rights for Don Lemon and 360 Cooper or whatever his name is. That's what CNN is, just dumb as hell, all right? MSNBC is straight to the evil. I mean, they're evil. I'm telling you. You can hear all day long. These are evil people, all right? So, ladies, don't get mad. I watch every single day this morning show. I start at 5 a.m. They call it First Look, and then I go on this, because I want to see what the enemy is doing, always. So this lady here, they have painted her up. I knew I'd get in trouble, but they did. If you went back a year ago, or when they started having this lady on as a contributor in the morning 3 times a week, okay, to analyze everything that's come out. Every time somebody said something like Michael Cohen or anybody like that, they have this lady on, right? At first, she wasn't painted up. Yeah, now they got her all painted up and everything, got her new glasses. Just saying, you can get mad, just saying. Look back, all right? So this lady here is a former U.S. attorney, Joyce White Vance, okay? Guess what? New intensified congressional focus on Russia probe. She is an MSNBC contributor. You folks, not only did MSNBC pay her for over a year now or whatever to come on and give her professional opinion on how bad she hates Donald Trump, and here are the legal reasons, and here's why he obstructed. This woman did not come on yesterday. Now, why did I start with her? Because everybody's talking about John Dean. We'll get to John Dean in a minute, I promise. But nobody's talking about this lady, okay? This lady has explained obstruction and everything the president's done to break the law for MSNBC and been paid for it for over a year now. But we, the American people, watched as our tax dollars took this lady serious. So Nadler brings in MSNBC, seriously. Their credibility is so shot. I mean, so shot that their hope is that you will, their hope on MSNBC is that you will watch this lady and you will think she's so credible that when you see her on MSNBC, they may get some credibility back. All right? Hold on, I'll try to I'm in a text message. I try to keep up with them during the show. But that's their hope. This lady comes yesterday, lays out all the reasons from a former U.S. attorney from Alabama that's as liberal as can be, that is an MSNBC paid contributor, why the president should be in prison, like Nancy said. Lessons from the Mueller report. Holy mackerel, Batman. So MSNBC shows up, the slippy slide straight into hell. And I'm going to tell you something. I told somebody this yesterday. People laugh. You can laugh at me all day. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. You can just laugh your asses off all day long. Now let me get the other one here. Now, if you're new to the show, okay, I want to tell you, if you go back 2 years, you go back when everything started, I told this audience, and I said to this audience almost on a daily basis, they will not be happy, and then they won't be happy after that. Then they're going to be upset again. But they will not be happy in no way whatsoever until the President of the United States, okay, until the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, addresses the American people and says, effective noon tomorrow. Remember, that was Nixon, right? Remember, if I'm not pulling it up, just from memory, because I actually remember the Watergate hearings, and I'm a strange kind of bird. I sit on the back porch, and I actually watch them over again. Yes, I've done that. Alderman, is that his name? Is it Halderman? Alderman? Whatever his name is, Halderman? John Dean, I've watched all of those testimony, okay? Anyhow, that being said, I've told you all along that they will not be happy until President Trump goes on TV and says, my fellow Americans, effective noon tomorrow, I will resign the presidency of the United States. That is their dream. I'm going to tell you, not another man in the United States, except maybe myself, not another person in the United States would have the nerve to take every single thing that the president did, or the backbone, or the spine, or the set, whatever you want to call it. Don't want to get nasty here. That was President Trump. Nasty. That's our favorite word now on the show. Ever since the media took 48 hours and continued to say nasty over and over again. All right? Anyhow, point being is, until he says effective noon tomorrow, I resign the presidency of the United States, nobody can handle what this guy's went through. They want him to leave, Nixon style. They have said Watergate. They have dusted off that drunk, not Woodward. I think Woodward is clean, okay? Go with that. Bernstein, right? Nothing but a drunk. I mean, that's my opinion. Read the damn thing on the top. It says it's my opinion. The show is my opinion. But, you know, Woodward and Bernstein, the Watergate guys, right, at the Washington Post, I think Bernstein's a drunk, okay, and they prop him up on a chair, and he's been talking about Watergate for 2 years. Where? At the Academy for All Stupid People, CNN. I mean, so they've had him on there, and they've had John Dean on there, you know. They pay them. That being said, they've wanted Watergate, 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 Nixon, 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 and effective noon tomorrow, and nothing is working. So number 17, right? So they pay her yesterday. So CNN is there. John Dean testifies in judicial hearing. What did he tell them yesterday? Nothing. Did America watch this guy? No, they could care less. I tell you what. Every mother in America, every grandmother now, maybe even great-grandmother, they don't like these people. Because let me tell you what happened, and I know it from history, okay? I happen to be in the age, let's go there, where you had 3 networks. Back when we were kids, you had 3 networks. ABC, CBS, and NBC. You did not have the Clinton News Network, the Clown Show of America, or the Slippy Slide Straight into Hell MSNBC. Didn't have those. You had ABC, NBC, and CBS. Guess what they did every day? You got this bulletin. We preempt your regularly scheduled program. Remember that? I remember that so well as a child. We preempt your regularly scheduled program for the Watergate hearings, now live. If I have $1, I could rack them up this high of my mom getting so angry because she could not watch what? I don't care. Her soaps, right? So, you know, stay-at-home mom, God forbid, we discussed that, right? You know, and you watch your soaps in the afternoon. God forbid you talk about folding clothes, right? Hell with that. I mean, we should never discuss folding clothes, daytime soap, staying home, and, mom, we shouldn't. But the mothers of America, they didn't like these people because, you know, it only preempted their soaps. That being said, CNN, we paid, your tax money yesterday paid for CNN and MSNBC. Now, you keep saying John Dean, and what really happened is CNN and MSNBC, okay, the level of their credibility, none whatsoever. The specialist that they have come on their show, the level of their credibility, none. But we had a hearing yesterday, okay? Let me get to a couple other things before we get to our 8:30 hour that we're going to talk about. The failing New York Times, okay? And yesterday, okay, we had on this show, and I'm going to get it because I had a viewer call me yesterday and say, hey, what were the 5 counties? But let's put up number 15, all right? Now, MSNBC talked this morning about the fear that Trump has of Joe Biden. Hold on, trying to bring it together. The fear they have of Joe Biden. Now, yesterday I had on this show, and you can find it on our YouTube channel, FYN TV, Fetch Your News, we had the chairman of Northampton County, Pennsylvania, GOP chairman for Northampton County, Pennsylvania, on our show. You can go get the interview, okay? This person, Northampton County, went for Barack Obama twice in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the keystone state. I keep saying this over and over, and believe it or not, this county is considered the keystone of Trump's win in Pennsylvania last time and this time. Will he win? It comes up. So the chair of that county, we had on the show yesterday, and you can hear what they think they're up against there in Northampton. The Guardian is following that county. They have a reporter dedicated to that county. Reuters called Lee Snover, the GOP chair in Pennsylvania. It said, we have identified 5 counties. Now think about that. 5 counties in the United States that will be the key counties, the decision-making counties on whether Trump wins re-election, and your county is one of them. Caller asked me, hey, who are the other 4? I'm going to get that. I promise I'm going to get that because that's very interesting. But Reuters says 5 counties, this being one. Now, the only thing they can do right now, the Democrats are in such a mess. All they could do is come out, the New York Times, okay, the MSNBC group, the Slippy Slide into Hell gang, okay, they come out and work as hard as they can to tell you, A, Donald Trump really doesn't want a second term, B, he can't focus, C, he's got no goals for the second term, he's in fear of Biden, all these lies that they're going to show you poll after poll. Now, this is just one part that I want to show you right here. After being briefed on a devastating 17-state poll conducted by his campaign pollster, Tony Fabrizio, Mr. Trump told aides to deny that his internal polls showed him trailing Mr. Biden. Hey, I want all you guys out there. You deny it. You deny everything. You didn't hear nothing. You didn't see nothing. You got it. You got it. Let's be straight. So they've rushed to tell the New York Times this. I love it. So polling, trailing Biden in many states, he needs to win, even though he's also trailing in public polls from key states like Texas, Michigan, and where else? Pennsylvania. I want you to keep this under wraps. You got it? Under wraps. Nobody talks. You talk, you're going to get a newspaper with a fish. That's all I know. Yeah, really. So that is what they want, is to give you total fear. Here's the other lie, okay? Here's what I like. Number 3, I did. Here's what I like. This is making headlines. Making headlines. I think this should say making up headlines to try to manipulate you. Oh man. Okay, so I'm pushing up on the end. Here is the one I want. 28. Americans on Roe v. Wade. Now, let me say the kindest way I can put it. Americans don't know what the hell Roe v. Wade is. Sorry. Why is that? Is that that law that said to get abortion or whatever? What is that, Roe v. Wade? Is that a good movie? They don't know what the hell it is. They've never read Roe v. Wade. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry. You're like, oh really? You think that much of us? Well, you know, there's the percentage out there. But I'm going to tell you, in high numbers, Americans on Roe v. Wade. Hey, would you like to keep Roe v. Wade in place? Sure. I'd like to keep it. Keep it on the menu. They don't know what the hell it is. But now all of a sudden, 77% keep it in place. Only 13% want it overturned. Wow. And here are some of the candidates for the Slippy Slide, number 29. There they are. There's 2 of them now. 77% want Roe v. Wade upheld. That's what they were talking about this morning. And a liberal judge Number 4, Missouri must decide fate of its last abortion clinic by June 21st, judge rules. Now, the state of Missouri had one abortion clinic that had their license had expired, and the governor did not renew their license. So they've gone to court. Your license expired. They did not renew it. They've gone to court. Oh, by the way, okay, let me get you this one real quick. Number 7, Trump and Biden both campaign in Iowa today. All right, folks, that and much, much more when we return. But when we come back, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the Dawson County story that we did, Fetcher News did yesterday in Dawson County. We're going to have the reporter, Bill Johnson. So for those of you, all right, for those of you that have gotten upset with some of our reporting, some of you have put negative things out there because the fake sheriff, and I say that jokingly, the fake sheriff of Dawson County, Jeff Johnson, wrote a very ugly statement about our company, myself, Bill, bada bing, bada boom. So we're going to play it right after these messages. The dispatch call. Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. Hold on. We are back. I am your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. All right, only live online morning show. Let me tell you how you can text the show or call us. Maybe you want to be on the show. 889-9700, chief@fetchernews.com. And there are all the social media ways you can follow the show. Now, let me say this. Before we start, I want to make sure, I want to be clear. One, if you read our Facebook post on this particular show, not the Fetcher News website, but this particular show, you will see that we announce every morning it's an opinion show. This is an opinion show that I do. And from time to time, we venture into some local news. So if you're out there nationally, you may want to stay with us, but we venture into some local news. I want to look at the camera and I want to say something very, very clear as the CEO of FetcherNews.com. We support law enforcement. Period. Every county that we cover at FetcherNews.com, I go and I meet with the sheriff. When a new sheriff is elected, or we open a new county that we start to cover the area, I make, as the CEO, an effort to get over and sit down with the sheriff of the county and say, you have full support from our organization when it comes to law enforcement. I have done that. I'm not going to name sheriffs, but particularly this one this morning, Jeff Johnson. When Sheriff Johnson was elected in Dawson County, I went over with our reporter, FYN reporter Bill Johnson, and sat down with the sheriff and extended to him our support for law enforcement. So at no time are we interested here in our organization in doing anything negative or trying to hurt an investigation where law enforcement's concerned. But we will not carry the water for any elected official at this organization. Now, Mr. Johnson obviously has some news media outlets that I consider carry his water. He names them. We will not. The sheriff yesterday put out a fake news alert. So I jokingly reciprocated and called him the fake sheriff of Dawson County, which that probably upset him. But he put out a fake news alert. Today, online tabloid, Fetcher News, published a report regarding a Dawson County sheriff's sergeant refusal to respond to a motor vehicle accident. Bill Johnson writes, but the sergeant refused to go. So, I am the CEO of the alleged tabloid that he gives the fake news alert about, and Bill Johnson is the reporter that wrote the story, and that story exactly is accident victim waits 6 hours for help to arrive from Dawson County Sheriff's Office. So we have the dispatch call. I chose not to put it in the story. Bill Johnson wrote the story, and he wrote the transcript. And he wrote expletive. So what we've decided to do this morning is clear up why, over the history, there's a long history of Sheriff Jeff Johnson and Fetcher News. So we've decided this morning to clear up the background between the sheriff's office and our organization. The other thing is we decided to have play the dispatch call. We're going to play it right now. We want to warn you there's some foul language in this. We're not taking it out. We want you to hear exactly what happened that night that our organization, reported on. Okay? So we're going to play that. And then the reporter, Bill Johnson, is going to join us. And we're going to ask Bill about the story and maybe some other stories concerning the sheriff's office that, hey, we didn't carry his water. Now, I want you to know that Sheriff Johnson has been invited to the show. I want you to know that he has been invited twice this morning. No response. I've heard nothing from the sheriff. Sheriff Johnson has, I'm going to call it the nerve, to go on social media and blast our organization and claim we are lying to you. But he does not respond. And guess what? I was going to offer Sheriff Johnson an opportunity to just tell what he wanted. We have this crazy thing called freedom of speech. I was going to let him say whatever he wanted. No response whatsoever. So, by the way, if during this time the sheriff would like to respond and be on the show, the offer still stands. Just let us know. So here is the 911 call, not 911, I'm sorry. Here's the dispatcher and Sergeant, let me get this right, and this is Sergeant Larry Busher from the Dawson County Sheriff's Office. Again, warning, but here we go. Listen to the call.
Dawson County Sheriff's Office.
I'm going to get shot. You know that, right?
Busher, have you taken your medicine tonight? You are not going to get shot. This is not an ambush. This dude has just wrecked. He needs an accident report.
For a driver, we don't even know who he is. For a guy who doesn't even...
We go to accidents all the time when we don't know they're 27s.
Not in the middle of nowhere at 3.
Busher.
Think about it.
You are fine. He is not going to shoot you.
How long?
He did not shoot the third-party caller.
We have made no contact with a third-party caller. The only person we're talking to is Bill.
Busher, you're going to be just fine.
Saying.
You're fine. Where are you at now?
It's great, so they name a school after me.
Where are you at now?
I'm not fucking going anywhere. Randy Harkness is coming with me.
Oh, my God. So you're not even close?
Oh, I'm at Nimblewell Church Road and Nimblewell Gap, but you're not telling him when I'm on my way.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Something about this isn't right.
Busher.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if I'm right, it might just save my damn life.
Okay.
Something about this is just weird.
Okay.
I mean, who is Bill? Why is Bill up there? Where's Bill's car?
I don't know.
Why can't Bill drive him down?
I don't know.
So see, we got some hermit living on the mountain named Bill who's trying to lure a fucking cop up there.
I don't think that's the case. I think that maybe you're overreacting just a little bit.
County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Nothing about this is right. Nothing about this is right at all.
Okay. Well, you be careful and wait for Randy. So, are you going to be up there before shift change, maybe?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll get there. I'll get there when I get there. Because you're right. If he's injured, I'm getting there.
Yeah. Well,
I want to make sure.
6-hour ETA. That's going to be a heck of a lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
Considering we don't have the capabilities of getting there.
Good. Okay.
And according to Randy, that road, Old Bucktown, that's Gilmer.
And it's not.
And this whole he might be injured bullshit, yeah, that's just to make sure we show up.
Okay.
I'm just, something ain't right with it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, goodbye.
Before we bring Bill Johnson on, I apologize for the language. Now, I understand we're in the big boy world, right? And people say bad words. But I don't know that that language is appropriate to a dispatcher. I just don't. I don't know the lady. I just don't think that language was appropriate. Maybe they let it fly all the time and I don't know it. Hey, okay. Might be injured. Injured? Bullshit. Sorry, that's the line. Oh, might be. All right. Okay. Now, we question at FYN, all right, why she asked, have you taken medication? Now, you got to listen over for the quote. He needs accident report. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm not effing going anywhere. So when we write in the article, or Bill Johnson writes in the article, he refused to go, and Sheriff Johnson says that we lied and he did not refuse to go. I don't know. The audio can speak for itself. I'm not effing going anywhere. Maybe you're overreacting a little bit. I will get there when I get there. Now, I understand, okay? I had a phone call with somebody at 7 o'clock this morning, and I understand this is a very rural area, and there could be concern. But I'll get there when I get there. That is going to be one heck of a lawsuit, some of the things that were said. But according to today in an online tabloid, but the sergeant refused to go. Bill Johnson writes, but the sergeant refused to go. I don't know. Did you hear the sergeant say to the dispatcher, I'm not effing going anywhere? I don't know. Is Bill on the line with us?
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
Hey, Bill Johnson. Let's put the picture up. First, let me get Bill Johnson in here, FYN reporter. Bill, I don't remember. I didn't come in and do research this morning, but I think you've been posting on FYN for 3 years, maybe plus now.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
And you for the past 3 years plus, you have been reporting in the Dawson County, Lumpkin County, and White County area, correct?
That's right.
Before we get into the back history, Bill, the Sheriff Jeff Johnson has attacked us on social media, particularly yourself, on the inaccuracies in this story. I read this story. The only thing you have written in this story was that they claim. Well, I'm going to say they claim one of the inaccuracies is that they actually waited 6 hours for somebody to respond. And who did you get that statement from?
That actually is from the computer-aided dispatch narrative. It came from there.
All right, now wait a minute. Let me get this correct. So when you're claiming, you're asserting in your story that there was actually 6 hours from that dispatch time to when somebody actually did in law enforcement respond to the call and get there. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, the first call, I believe, was at 12:29 a.m. on May 19th. And you can see how long it was before they responded. It was after 6 a.m. in the morning, so 6 hours.
So the 6 a.m. response that you're putting in your article actually comes from a dispatch reports?
That's correct.
All right, so all you're doing is reporting. You're reporting in this story the actual transcript of the call-in, the dispatch, and then you're reporting that it was 6 hours before a response, and I'm being redundant, came from the same dispatch office that we heard that call. Is that correct?
That's right, and it was also confirmed, in the article I mentioned that the person who actually found the wrecked vehicle was a gentleman by the name of Bill Skinner. and Bill Skinner found the accident and stayed with it. He found it a little bit after midnight, and he stayed with it until, I don't remember the exact time, but it was after 6:30 in the morning, so it was more than 6 hours.
So Bill Skinner, you spoke with him, and is he the Bill that they keep referring to in the dispatch call?
That's the one, yes, sir.
All right, so we keep hearing Bill's name in a dispatch call, and then you spoke to Bill yourself, and he stayed with the gentleman that had the accident until the response, and it was well over 6 hours.
That's right.
All right, I just want to establish that because that is what we are, we're being taken to task on your reporting. So I want to ask you one other thing. Did you offer the sheriff, Jeff Johnson, an opportunity to respond to this story?
I always do, and I did in this case as well. Contacted him, and I was surprised that he responded at all because generally he won't return my phone calls. But in this case, he did respond via email. He sent me an email message saying, "Send me your questions," which I did, and to this date, I've still not heard anything from him.
So you reached out to the sheriff. He said, "All right, send your questions," and at this time, even as of this morning, you've not heard anything back concerning the questions you had for the sheriff.
That's right.
So Sheriff Jeff Johnson had a chance to respond, and the reason I'm laying this out is, as you well know, our FYN policy is to always give an opportunity for the other side, regardless of what the story is, to make a statement or respond in any way whatsoever. Correct?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime we do any story, we try and get right straight to the source. And if it's going to be something that may be of a negative nature, it's particularly important that we talk to the person involved in that and get their side of the story as well. And that, in this case, is what we also tried to do this time.
Well, one more thing, and you don't have to, you can answer this any way you wish. And the only thing I'm trying to do is just establish for our viewers out there that have maybe been reading Sheriff Johnson's post this morning, actually naming you and taking you to task. You've actually been reporting news for several years, correct?
Many years, yes, sir.
I was going to let you handle that one any way you wanted, all right? But
I'm definitely a senior citizen.
Okay, well, this is not something you just started doing a couple years ago. You have quite an extensive background in reporting news. Okay, now let's step into something else on this call. You chose to write the transcript in your article, and and chose not to put the audio in, which we are going to today. We're going to put the audio in now. Since it's coming to question. But what in that audio, as you listen to it, what are some of the things that concerns you the most as a reporter when you were listening to the dispatcher talk to the sergeant?
First of all, let me just tell you the impression. The 911 dispatcher is Miss Mullis. I forgot her first name, Nikki Mullis, I believe. Mickey Mullis, M-I-K-I, Mullis. I want to tell you, I think she did a very professional, very thoughtful job. She tried to reassure the deputy that there was no reason not to go when he absolutely refused, and she kind of did what she was supposed to do. She backed off and let the officer make the decision. The thing that really concerned me was he adamantly refused to go. As you said, used that expletive deleted that I put into the article, and I thought the way that he talked to her was incredibly rude, and I thought for him not to go to a scene like that when he knew where it was. And let me just point out something that I found incorrect in the statement that the sheriff made on his Facebook page this morning, because I think this is really important. He said the officer drove around for 2 hours looking for the site. Well, let me tell you this, that the CAD narrative shows that at 12:46 a.m., a ping using the 911 apparatus confirmed the exact location of the accident at the end of Nimblewell Gap at the approach trail. Now, that seems pretty site-specific to me. And in the conversation, or excuse me, in the audio recording that you just played, the officer gave his location, and the location that he gave was, I'm saying, no more than 10 minutes from where that accident occurred. So those are some of the concerns I particularly had about the call.
Well, you know, one thing when you listen to it, Bill, the refusal immediately and the attitude immediately, without knowing the status of whether there was an injury. I mean, you know, how many times do they respond a year to an accident where there is no injury whatsoever, but unaware of that before they get there? And you know, I don't know, just the fact that before knowing any details, it was just very adamant. Now, I'm not saying, I spoke to somebody at 7 o'clock this morning that knows the area and says, hey, after dark, that could be a scary area up there. And I understand that, but it was just the attitude, period, of not knowing whether the individual was injured, not knowing whether, you know, saying, you know, I'm not effing going anywhere. And, you know, I was a little concerned that the dispatch asked, hey, have you taken medication or something? You know, like if you know, and I don't want to imply, I don't want to imply anything. That wouldn't be right for me. But, you know, there was a whole lot in that call that's disturbing. And I will say, you know, this is an opinion show. My opinion is it's not on the dispatch side that I'm disturbed by in that call. Let me ask you a question. Let's move along just a little bit. Sheriff Johnson, since elected, he has put out statements before in some of your reporting in that area saying consider the source. So this is not the first time he's not been pleased with our reporting, and we refuse to, my words, we refuse to carry anybody's water, and we're not going to do it. And let's just say this, and then I'm going to hand you to give it to you, and I want you to go through some of the history with the sheriff and our organization. And correct me if I say anything, you know, that is not accurate here, but when the sheriff first got elected, we covered all of his forums when he was running, and when he first got elected, you started reaching out to him to talk to him as the new sheriff, and he was reluctant to return any of your phone calls or messages. You and I spoke one day, and you shared that with me, and I said, well, let me get with him. I need to go say hello to him, and I need to introduce myself and tell him he has support of our organization. And I struggled a little bit in getting an appointment, but finally I did. You and I attended this appointment together, and I think we spent a half hour with the sheriff and sent out an olive branch of support, how we would help him and the sheriff's office in any way whatsoever, as far as positive things in the county. And if he communicate with us, and we'll do anything we can. And that never come to, is the word fruition. That never developed, did it, Bill? Am I right up to there? And then what happened in the relationship there in some of the reporting?
Yeah, well, you're right. It never did develop. Let me just say this before I begin. 99% of the men and women who work for that Dawson County Sheriff's Office, they're among the best law enforcement officers in the state of Georgia. I know many of them personally, and I have the utmost respect for them. It's Sheriff Johnson's leadership that I think has been a question mark. You know, 3 years ago when he came into office, I think the last 3 years, I should say, have been tainted by events that reflect negatively on the department. 3 years ago when he came into office, his first year in office, he alienated the entire Board of Commissioners when he sued the county for a bigger budget. Now, he lost that lawsuit, and let me tell you, when the judge issued his verdict, the judge told him point blank that his testimony was not truthful, and that's been a problem. I can promise you that the Board of Commissioners will be very happy if he loses that 2020 election. The next year he was in office, it was marked by the arrest of 3 separate detention officers on various charges ranging from having sexual relations with an inmate to assault and battery on their wives. Then there was the incident last year where an entire night patrol shift went AWOL to play badminton, leaving the county with no officers on the street. And now we have this incident where a patrol sergeant refuses to report to the scene of the accident. So I think his entire term has been marked with some negative incidents, and we, like you said, we're not going to carry the water for anybody. If something like this happens, we're going to report it, and of course, it does reflect negatively on his leadership, and he doesn't appreciate that.
Well, I want to thank you for your comment, because first and foremost, I said to begin with, we support law enforcement, and we will support law enforcement. And you and I together, when we had that meeting with the sheriff that day, we extended that support together to him. And
yes,
and I don't want to say never. I can't think of, I don't want to get caught saying never if at one time he may have responded, but he basically doesn't respond to any question you have. How often does he respond to any of your phone? Now, this is over 3 years. Any of your phone calls, messages, anything?
I can only remember one time, and that was probably, 2 years ago. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't remember the incident. He initially started, I think he answered actually a couple of times when we were reporting the story on him filing the lawsuit against the county. I think we did get a response or two from him initially. We actually heard from his lawyer who was not happy with our reporting on that. But again, every single thing that we wrote was factual, so I take that criticism with a grain of salt.
Well, what I'm getting at there is, we have we have very good relationships with many of the surrounding county sheriffs, many of the sheriffs in surrounding counties. And
that's right.
I think the strength of those relationships, they respond. If there's an investigation, they respond. They will respond to us and say, look, we can't go any further because it's going to hurt the investigation. And we have never gone rogue. Our organization, and you know me, I won't allow us to go rogue if we're going to hurt an investigation into any other, anything going on. So, but they respond and they communicate with us. And this guy has just never taken that opportunity. Now, I'm going to say there's some other media sources in the area that he makes sure that he sends his statement, and they don't question, they don't question him. They just send a statement, they don't question it. And that's where he, that's where he puts out his propaganda. Those are my words. As far as what he wants people to know. But my biggest thing here is, in this story, is you follow them all the way through, and I don't want to say retraction, and I don't want to take that, but our organization here, if somebody actually came to the table and called you, and they had the information right in front of you, you would write and say, hey, this is the other side of the information, or this is what we're being told in the story. Correct?
Yes, sir. We've done that in the past.
Well, I want to thank you. Is there anything else where this story is concerned, or any of the other stories where the sheriff of Dawson County is concerned?
Only that the communication lines are still open. If Sheriff Johnson would like to contact me at any time and answer any questions or ask me any questions. I'm open to hearing from him. We believe, while the sheriff may not, we believe in transparency, and that's kind of the anchor of what we do.
I appreciate it. I thank you for your reporting. Continue that reporting over there in Dawson, White, and Lumpkin County for FetcherNews.com. Bill, I appreciate you very much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you too.
Okay, folks. Now, before we close this story, give me the picture of Jeff Johnson, the sheriff, okay? And I want to say this in all due respect. I mean, he has gone on social media and has attacked us and got a big thing called fake news alert, and maybe you should listen all the way through to the audio, and maybe you should look at several stories in the past. And he has come after Fetcher News and said, consider the source multiple times. And he writes his little statement and he sends it to the liberal press that he enjoys that carries the water for him. I made a slight joke responding to his fake news alert and calling us a tabloid fake news company to the fake sheriff of Dawson County. But as Bill Johnson said, I want to look at this camera and tell every deputy out there, dispatcher out there, first responders, and sheriffs, as the CEO of this corporation, you have our full support. Full support. And if there's ever a story comes up and one of our reporters contact you, communicate with them, respond, talk to them. And if you feel in any way whatsoever that maybe our reporter would hurt an investigation, whatever you think, call me up. Send me a message, email me. You have all these ways of getting in touch with me. Because let me tell you something. I have a sheriff, I'm going to say on a weekly basis, that calls me to discuss something that may be going on that we may need to be aware of. But we also want to wait for some things to develop in the case. So we are not the first to break news, and sometimes we wish we were right there at the top. We like to be the first to break accurate news. And Jeff Johnson, the sheriff's only problem this morning is, for some reason, he won't talk to us. Maybe, as Bill said when he was there and the judge made a statement that said, Sheriff Johnson, I don't feel that your testimony has been very honest. Those are my words. I don't know what the quote is, but Bill says, basically, the judge said, you lied. That was maybe what he said. I don't know. He has never liked our organization because of Bill Johnson's accurate reporting. So, Sheriff, I offered you twice. I will offer you again. If you want to come on here, Sheriff, and tell everybody in the world why you don't like us, why you've not talked to us in 3 years, hey, put the number on the screen, Josh, real quick. There you go. Ain't hard. Okay? Come back. Folks, the dispatch call stands on its own. The refusal to go to the scene is something you can listen to, and we're going to put it on there. So the story is, if you're interested in the story, okay, the story is, I had here just a second ago, in Dawson County. Go to FetcherNews.com, Dawson County. Accident victim waits 6 hours for help to arrive from Dawson County Sheriff's Office. And by the way, Sheriff Johnson, you just keep sending them statements to that liberal media press that you send it to. All right? I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little,
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, folks, we're back. I am really sorry for that delay. Really, I hope you stayed with us. I apologize. Yes, I'm getting messages. Where'd you guys go? People are already saying, when will the audio clip be up? It will be up immediately. They're working on it in the office right now for that story. So, sorry about that. We're back. I'm your host, BKP. And we always, Josh, show them the bullfrog, as we call him on the show, Jerry Nadler. There he is. That is Bullfrog Nadler. That's him right there. He is the chair of the House Judiciary Committee that gave us the lessons to be learned from the Mueller report yesterday. So we just wanted to show that. Great work there on the bullfrog. There's Bullfrog Nadler. Okay, so let me tell you this. And I told you at the beginning of the show, you're going to laugh at me. You know what? I don't care. You can laugh. All right? Thousands, hundreds of thousands coming into this country. All right? Now, we have had the crazy Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Hickenlooper and what's the guy out there? No, what's the guy out there in Washington State that's Inslee? Is that his name? The governor that's running for president. Now we've got de Blasio. Oh my God. Bloomin' idiot de Blasio. What a bloomin' idiot. We got de Blasio. We've got them all yelling. We got Kirsten Gillibrand. She'll do anything for a campaign contribution. But everybody's going to die in 12 years. Everybody's going to die. They are running around. Climate change is, your death is intimate. Whatever the hell. Intimate, whatever. Imminent. Thank you, Josh. Imminent. I could do it if I just get a little help. Imminent. But it's going to happen. Okay? It's going to happen. All right? So they want you to believe that, if you're in your early 20s, you just got a couple years left. I mean, your mid-30s and you're gone. If we don't do something, your children that are born today won't even have that graduation in high school. They'll be fried. I'm telling you right now. Walk up to these people and tell you know how your kid's going to die in 12 years? Not from climate change. From this nasty-ass country. Your kid's going to die of tuberculosis or something. That's what your kid's going to die from. You wait. And I tell you what, I know. Well, wait a minute. He has lost it now. You wait with the homeless and the nasty cities and taking a crap right in the streets of San Francisco and just urinating everywhere. And then we got all of these people coming from these countries like Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador with no shots, nothing, just coming in. Tuberculosis, all kinds of things are happening. Diseases are coming in this country. Damn, I couldn't get a pineapple in this country. I swear to God. I went to Australia. This is a true story. I'm sitting here, the president's not above the law. That's all I keep hearing is the president's not above the law. No man is above the law. Well, hell, if they come across the Rio Grande or jump the fence, I mean, it don't matter. That law, I mean, I went to Australia one time. This goes way back, right? And so I said, hey, I like that pineapple. I'll take it home. I never thought nothing about it. It's just a pineapple. Oh, my God. We landed in Hawaii, and they tore my bags apart. I think they brought 4 German Shepherds over to look at my pineapple. And they took my pineapple. I said, I just want a pineapple. I want to take my pineapple home. I mean, why don't you go in the back? Let's cut it up together. Let's just go in the back, eat the pineapple now. No. I mean, after they shook down my bag, took my pineapple. I mean, I know. I won't shut up about it. But I couldn't get a pineapple in this country. And damn, we're bringing in diseases and nasty stuff. Just look at these kids and say, hey, do you think your children are going to die from climate change in 12 to 16 years? Yeah. Well, here's one for you. Tuberculosis is going to kill them first. Wait till you got some skin disease you can't figure out. I know. That was all wrong. That was all wrong. That was all wrong. Anyhow, let's go with this. So we're back. I know I got a little worked up out there. I got a little worked up. So let me see what's new. Okay. Warren rise is threat to Sanders. Okay. Now somebody in this Democrat bunch will go after, okay, will go after Joe Biden. Not everybody's in the tank, okay? Now, Trump and Biden are going to be in Iowa on the same day. So, let me go through. We're getting late in the show. Let me go through a couple pictures. Let me make sure I got it here. So, here we go. So, number 24, the battle for Iowa. Now, if you notice, okay, there's CNN. Now, what I find interesting, there's CNN at 4:01 a.m. this morning, right? And then here is MSNBC. All right, straight out of box number 7. That was at 5-something a.m. Eastern time, okay? I think 5:01. If you look down the corner, it's hard to see. 4 a.m., top of the hour, CNN. 5 a.m., top of the hour. Wonder who sent out the memo to make sure this hit top. When you come to the top of the hour, this is what we want everybody to see on these two networks. Trump and Biden both campaigning in Iowa today. Now, Biden, if you've noticed, okay, will not, he's not a team player. He's been pulled aside, okay? Pulled aside. Biden is not showing up at any National Democrat events. Now, I forget the name of it, but last week, they had the San Francisco, Democrat S in the Street event. I don't know what it was called, right? So they go to San Francisco. They dodge the steaming piles of poop to get into the arena. I think I'm lying. Google it. Google it! Okay? But anyhow, the whole group shows up, right? Not Biden. You think of any group team building assignment. That's okay. There's team building. Those group team building assignments for Democrats? Like the last one in Iowa? No Biden. Now, Biden says the granddaughter is getting her diploma. So family first, just like the day family was first on Air Force Two when Hunter Biden traveled on your plane with that guy as he was playing VP of the United States to China to get like a $1.5 billion cash infusement that Deutsche Bank or nobody could get. That's why they're yelling, Trump, 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 Russia, and we need to get your tax returns. No, we need Hunter Biden's. We need some of their corporate returns. We need some business books from these guys. But anyhow, so Biden doesn't show up in Iowa. He's not participating in any Democrat team building events until he gets to the debate stage. That's my opinion. You will not. Now, don't you think it's interesting that the candidates all went out to Iowa 2 days ago in the weekend? We're at Tuesday, right? And now Biden's going today. And Biden will be in Iowa a couple days, wiping up what the other candidates laid down over the weekend. All right. So the media is working as hard as they can. Now, the failing New York Times is in on it. Let's go to number 8, okay? The failing New York Times, Trump needs a target to stay interested in his campaign. For now, it's Biden, okay? He insists on having final approval over songs on his campaign playlist, as well as the campaign merchandise. But he has never asked to see a budget for 2019. He doesn't even know how much money we have for this campaign. He wants to pick music. He wants merchandising. Sit down and look at the numbers, will you? This is what they write. Okay? Number 9. Why he really doesn't want the job. Okay, he has shown no interest in formulating a new message for his campaign. Instead, continuing with the winning Make America Great Again. We'll just go with that one. What do you have in mind over there, Joey? Really? Let's just stay with the Make America Great Again. People seem to like it. Slogan from his last race, and added that he also wants to keep America great. This is news, okay? But what they're trying to do, and they will work overtime, MSNBC, CNN particularly. CNN has got a stupid clown show going on, okay? And you go in interview with CNN and the stupidity, your level of stupidity is how you get the job there, okay? Now, there's stupid straight people, right? There's people that are straight and they're stupid. Well, they seem to focus on stupid gay people. Sorry, I know. All day long I could have went with saying that. But, you know, CNN has a stupidity meter for their on-air talent. We'll call it talent. Why not? MSNBC, how evil? Are you evil? Have you signed the documents down the hall? You know, the ones with the flame, the office with the flames coming out of it? Have you signed those documents? Because if you have not, you can't work here, because we're pure evil. We're running the slippy slide as fast in the hell as we can get. So here's the other one. Number 10. When it came to the campaign, his main focus was on his own approval numbers. How am I looking? I don't give a rat's. How do I look? Mr. Trump rarely, if ever, speaks to aides about what he hopes to accomplish with what would be a hard-won second term. His interest is entirely in the present and mostly on the crisis of the moment. Let me tell you what he plans to make happen in his second term. A jail you'll be a-going. Because let me tell you something. I don't know that they will discuss this, but in the second term, he knows there'll be no third. He's not going to be looking for your friendship. He is going to be looking for a jail cell. My hopes are for Hillary, Barack, John Podesta, Susan Rice. I mean, the list goes on. We'll try to get Steele on the dossier, Glenn Simpson, Fusion, GS, whatever. Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Bruce Orr, Nellie Orr, McCabe. Let's see. Hey, let's go ahead and throw Mueller in the clink. That'd be Robert plus Mueller in the clink, special counsel. Lessons from the Mueller report. And let's go ahead and throw James Comey in the clink. Anyhow, so he has no entire, he's on the crisis of the day. Number 11, in conversations with donors and allies, the president has continued to refer to him as feeble. Mr. Biden is 76. Mr. Trump is turning 73. He's considered Joe feeble. I do too. He's a feeble old boy. Has no hair. Had to buy some. What hair Joe had? Joe had to buy his teeth, pull back his skin, and get a follicle transplant. Mr. Trump is turning 73 this week. And noted that he was part of the Washington establishment. He has tried workshopping visions of these critiques as Twitter attacks, referring to Mr. Biden as Sleepy and Swamp Man. I like Swamp Man. I like Sleepy, but you got to throw creepy. You got to throw the Sleepy creepy on there. Okay, you got to. We read this earlier. Let me make sure I'm up to there. Okay. Number 14, President Trump has been calling former advisors. Who would they be? Advisors. Who have not heard from him in years. Get me Steve Bannon on the line. Steve, how's it going over in that monastery? You know, I know you're trying to flip Europe all over the place, but we got to talk. Haven't heard from you in years. Well, he is eager to discuss his standing in the polls against the top Democrats in the field, specifically Joseph R. Biden Jr., whom he describes in those conversations as too old and not as popular as people think. This is, I tell you what, get ready, okay? Now, number 15, we did this earlier, but let's do it in the timeline again. After being briefed on a devastating 17-state poll conducted by the campaign pollster Tony Fabrizio or somebody like that, Mr. Trump told aides to deny that his internal polling showed him trailing Mr. Biden in many of the states he needs to win, even though he is also trailing in public polls from key states like Texas, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Number 16. And last but not least, when top line details of polling leak. You know, there's so much leaking. They should do everything they should do with the Pens commercials. I'm serious. I mean, if you say leak 12 times, run a Depends commercial, including numbers showing the president lagging in a cluster of critical Rust Belt states. Mr. President, you happen to be lagging. Yes, you're lagging. Rust Belt states. Mr. Trump instructed aides to say publicly that other data showed him doing well. Go out there and tell them we're doing well. We have data. I don't care what you say. We have data. We're doing well. That's what you tell them. Folks, this is an actual news organization that is supposed to be bringing information to the public. Number 22, Justin Amash, the lone sole riding Republican, saying that President Trump obstructed justice. Representative Justin Amash quits House Freedom Caucus. Was first Republican to say Trump has committed impeachable offenses. He is now out of the Freedom Caucus. He quit. He's out. Boom. Let me see what else I have here. Let's take a brief break because I know we only got 20 minutes, and then we'll wrap up the show with a couple more lies the media happens to be trying to spread this morning. Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. This weekend, we have a lot going on, all right? We have a lot going on. First of all, Thursday on, Team FYN Sports will be over at White County. District 6, Dizzy Dean tournament starts this weekend. I wonder if I could do all the teams. I better not, because we're going to have Clay County, we're going to have Towns County, we're going to have Union, Fannin, Gilmer, Dawson, White, Lumpkin, Jackson County, and Jefferson. I think those are all the counties, but 12-year-old Division 6, District 6, Dizzy Dean starts Thursday through Monday. We will be there. Second, Saturday, if you're looking for somewhere to go, I want to give a shout out because this will make our 10th year at FetcherNews.com, 9th or 10th. Number 31. This is the Pickens County Republican Party Tomato Sandwich Fundraiser. Okay? Now, they will have a list of speakers there. The Trump bus is going to be there. You can go to their Facebook page, get all the information. It's from 12 to 3. It costs $10. You get in $10. But the other day I was listening, Josh, to something, and it said they could tell if you're liberal or conservative. Now this is silly, so this is gonna be silly, but they could tell if you're liberal or conservative on which side of the bed you sleep on and how you sleep. I know that's silly. So let me just say this, okay? First of all, this tomato sandwich fundraiser you need to go to. There's a couple things. If they have blue plate, see, Republicans believe in a choice, okay? So if they have blue plate mayo, JFG mayo, and none other than Duke's mayo, you're okay. So they need to have a choice, okay? Has to be a choice. Second, Has to be white bread. Sorry. Can't be wheat. Can't be pumpernickel. Has to be white. Just white bread out the loaf. 2, has to be a couple slices of tomato, not one. You got to put some mayo on there. And you got to put some pepper. So here's how you know if a liberal has infiltrated your tomato sandwich fundraiser. 1, they ask you, is there Hellmann's? Your antenna needs to go straight. Is this all the mayo choices you have? Do you have Hellmann's? The antenna goes up. 2, they put 1 slice of tomato on there. Antenna, second clue. Liberals have infiltrated your tomato sandwich fundraiser. 3rd, they do not go for the pepper. I mean, I'm telling you how to identify a liberal has infiltrated your tomato sandwich picnic. And 4th, once they're done, they don't give the bread a little smush and some mayo comes around the side that has tomato juices coming in it, mayo, tomato juices, and a little pepper. Those are all the ways to tell that a liberal has infiltrated your tomato sandwich fundraiser. A, they ask for Hellmann's. B, they've only put 1 tomato on there. C, or 1, 2, 3, where are we at? They don't put enough mayo. There you go. Anyhow, you don't want to miss that tomato sandwich fundraiser down there. I just had to have fun with that. One more thing before we go. I put a lot of pictures to Josh. A couple lies that are being told. Number 28, 77% want to keep in place, don't want to overturn Roe v. Wade. That is a lie. And then they're going to tell you the people that say they're pro-choice is up 10%. No, it can't be settled law. It can't be in our fabric. And you can't tell me that people don't know enough about Roe v. Wade that it went up 10 points. Didn't happen. These are all lies, okay? The media is selling you. Missouri, we have a judge, number 20, their last abortion clinic that has a licensed abortion clinic in the state of Missouri. Their license, I think, last Friday ran out. The governor refused to renew the license. A judge stepped in. We always love it when the judge steps in. And he has blocked it to like June 21st before a decision will be made on whether the state has to renew the license for this abortion clinic. We talked to you about MSNBC and CNN actually holding the truth in the truth lessons to be learned in the Mueller report. Put up number 25. Now, Hunter Biden, which was discharged dishonorably, I think, for cocaine in the military. Hunter couldn't keep his paws off Bo's wife. This is Joe Biden's son. Hunter couldn't keep his paws off Bo Biden, I think, died of brain cancer. So he dies. Hunter moves in and says, I must take care of your wife. My brother said I need to do some things around the house. So now he's dropped her, okay, Bo Biden's wife, Hunter Biden, which, was helping his brother out, and his dad, just looking after things. He's dropped her, okay. We know Ukraine. We hear Paul Manafort. They want to move Manafort to Rikers Island, but we know that Biden's son got on a natural gas corporation. This guy has no history whatsoever. He is a bozo. His dad's a bozo. His dad is a bozo from Delaware, not Scranton, PA, that rode the train into town every day and back. He is a junior bozo. Big time. He knows nothing about these businesses, but he walks right into a super deal over in the Ukraine. The VP goes over there and demands the investigator that's looking into the corruption. He goes over and demands the investigator looking into the corruption of the company that his bozo the son Biden is getting money for, that he don't even know what he's doing. He says get rid of him or else. Look, man, Trump and his family ties, oh, really? John Kerry and his stepson, you need to Google this, Christopher Kerry, and bozo the son Biden, Hunter, he rides on Air Force Two with this guy. And he goes over to China and he gets, I think, a $1.5 billion loan, or just money, from the Chinese government. Not a bank. The Chinese government, folks. Now, Biden might say, that pesky kid of mine, I mean, we never know what he's up to next. Right? Never know. But Biden gave him a ride over there on our plane. He gets this money. I want you to Google, because I'm going to close the show with this, Rosemont Seneca, okay, Rosemont Seneca, Hunter Biden, Christopher Biden, okay, Chinese government loan of $1.5 billion, put Hunter Biden's name there, Thornton Group, okay, put them in there, Devin, okay, Devin Archer, Energy Company Burisma, I think it is. Start Googling that, and then look at the Morgan Stanley account. I'm just telling you, this is corruption. This is why they're yelling everything at Donald Trump. I love tariffs too, Mr. Trump. President of the United States, I love tariffs too. You know what I love, President of the United States, Donald J. Trump? Is that you're trying to do anything and everything you can when you get up in the morning for the best interests of the American people. Because God knows Congress is not. Congress don't give a damn who's coming across that border. Congress don't give a damn what's going on with our trade agreements. Congress don't give a damn how many jobs we've lost across the globe to these liberals. They don't give a damn. Thank you, Mr. President, for carrying and put the tariffs on, and we'll support you. I'm your host, BKP. Today's Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday. There you go. Take us out of here.